Hello friends, this is Mosif, Teaching Associate, Faculty of Agricultural Sciences and Allied Industries. Friends, today I'm going to talk on the topic Introduction to Extension Education. Before going on that topic, I want to discuss about what is the main role of that topic in agriculture. Friends, as you know that there are many programs, revolutions in agriculture who is contributing main role, playing a main role in a transfer of technology in agriculture for the farmers. Friends, extension education, first of all, we will know about what is the extension, then what is education, then what are the types of education, then what are the principles of extension. So we will go through that topics. First of all, I want to discuss what is extension, meaning of extension. What is meaning of extension? Friends, extension is a combination of two Latin root words, that is ex plus tensio. In ex stand for out and tensio for stretching. Means the word extension means out stretching. So what you are going to out stretching? In agriculture, we are out stretching the technology from the lab to the field. Friends, there is a main role of extension in agriculture, that is transfer of technology from the lab to the field. Now, what is education? Friends, whenever you need to a desirable change, we go through a training, through a demonstration, through a different ways. For the examples, if anyone get admission in BSc Agriculture, that means he want to develop a knowledge, skill or change in behavior regarding agriculture. So friends, what is education? Education is a desirable change in knowledge, behavior and skill. Means whenever you are going to improve your skill, your knowledge and your behavior, means you are going to take an education. There are many forms of education, we will talk it. Now, education, what are types of education? Types of education. Basically, there are only two types, that is formal and informal. What is formal education? The degree you are doing, like BSc Agriculture, the certificate program you are doing, like CCC and all, computer programs and all. What is it? It is a formal education because it has a fixed curriculum, fixed subject, fixed structure, fixed duration. It all are fixed. So it is a formal education. But in informal education, there is nothing fixed. Because you learn by the observation, experiences from the birth till the death. You learn by walking in the market, you learn by playing, you learn by your friends, you learn by many ways. You may be learned by the experiences, observation. So it is an informal education. Means we, for the example, as we learn to walk, it is an informal education. But whenever we got a degree, got a certificate, so we will going through a formal education. So friends, now the topic is, what is extension education? Means extension comes in which types of education? It is formal, it is informal. No, It is a non-formal. Why it is a non-formal? Because in formal education there is a systematic things. Systematic things means there is a fixed structure, fixed time, fixed course, fixed duration, a theory, a practical, and then after you will get a degree, certificate, etc. In formal education, you will learn from the experiences, your observations, but non-formal education, what is? The non-formal education, you may say that is a combination of formal and informal combination, formal and informal education, that is non-formal education, because there is no fixed curriculum, there is no fixed timetable, there is no fixed duration, there is no certificate, there is no degree awarded. It may be you learned by your observation experiences, and you may be learned it by the classrooms also. So it may be a combination. It can be said that it may be a combination of formal and informal. So whenever anyone asks about what is an extension, actually extension is a non-formal education. Now we will join the both word extension and education. What you learn? You learn that extension means outstitching, and education means a desirable change in skill, knowledge and behavior. So whenever we join the both word means extension and education. So what comes out? The comes out is whenever we transfer of technology. Outstitching means we are transfer of technology from where? From the lab to the field. Okay, we are stretching the information, technology, knowledge, and we are also solving the problems too. So we are out stitching something may be anything like an information message, as I say. So you are out stitching something for the change in any individuals, any groups, any communities. What you are going to change? Change in change in knowledge, behavior and skill. Means whenever you transfer of technology for the desirable change in anyone's behavior, knowledge and skill, that is extension education. So friends, you learn about what is extension and what is education. And I tell you, the combination of extension education is the transfer of technology for the change in behavior, knowledge and skill. But the question is that the extension is only stand for the transfer of technology. No. Extension is not only stand for the transfer of technology, because it is also a changing in your skill, knowledge and behavior. And in your behavior there is maybe some programs also. In skill there may be some demonstration also. So it is not only stated that the extension education is only for the transfer of technology. So next, now I'm going to talk about the objective. The objective of extension education is all over development of rural people. All over development. So how will you do all over development? Not only by the transfer of technology, you should going through the demonstration too, you should going through the programs, you should going through the transfer of technologies. Now it was extension education. Now we will talk what is the agriculture extension education. The word agriculture has comes here. Whenever the agriculture has joined with that combination of words, now statements will be only changed that we transfer of technology, we transfer any technology, any information, any ideas to the persons who are involved in agriculture directly or indirectly for the desirable change in their knowledge, skill and behavior. What I have added in our statement, I have added only the persons who are involved in agriculture directly or indirectly. What the means of indirectly? The person who who don't have land, he is not related to agriculture. No, he is related to agriculture, and he will also get benefit by the agriculture extension education. There are many programs which are going through by our governments. There are many schemes, there are many subsidies for the development of our rural peoples. So friends, now I will talk about the principles of extension education. Principles of extension education, there are many principles of extension education, but I'm going to tell you the basic principles of extension education. The first principle of extension education is need and interest based program. Remember, need and interest based program. What is need and interest based? Whenever we are transferring on technology, we are delivering any lecture, we are giving a demonstration, it will be not on the based of the receiver's need or interest. Then they are not going to take it. They are not going to adopt it. They are not going to adopt your technology. They are not going to learn your skill by perfectly. If they have need or interest on that particular topic, then particular demonstration, that particular program, then he will definitely learn by his best performance, and definitely he will adopt your technology. So it is the first principle of extension education, that is need and interest. The second principle is whole family approach. Whole family approach. Extension education is not only for the women's, for the men's, for the children's. No, it is for whole family approach. It is for all the categories of people. It is for all the genders of people. It is for the children's. It is for the women's. It is for the old persons. It is for the farmers. It is for the related to the persons who are engaged in agriculture. So it is a principle of whole family approach. Okay. Now, principle of cooperation. Basically, in formal education, the only teachers teach to the students, but in extension education, means in a non-formal education, the extension worker also learned from the farmers, also learns from the receivers. So it is a program of cooperation, you may say, or it is a principle of cooperation. And in the sense of cooperation, it may be said that it is a program of involvement of the farmers, local leaders, villagers also. It is not a program for the only extension worker. If there will be involvement of the organization, any organization, their local leader, their farmers, receivers, then it will be definitely a good program. You will definitely maybe change in individuals or whatever individual or group which you want to change in their knowledge, skill and behavior. Next, principle of participation, which I had already discussed in a point number 3, that the involvement of everyone is needed in an extension education. If involvement will be, if all persons will be involved in any programs of extension education, then definitely it will be goes to the desirable level of the satisfaction. Next, grassroots approach. What is grassroots approach? Grassroots approach means whenever we deliver any program, whenever we provide any demonstration, so we should be start from the grassroots level. Means we should not go through the stage 4, 5, 6. No, we will have to start with the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So it will be a good program if we will start from the grassroots level. Next, principle of satisfaction. if I'm going to deliver any lecture, if I'm going to provide any training to the farmers, anything which I'm going to deliver to the person who have need and interest about that particular topic or particular technology, and after my lecture, after my demonstration, after my training, if he is not satisfied, then your program, your lecture, your demonstration, your training is goes to the wrong direction. So it is very needed, and it is a very very main principles of extension education that receiver should have goes to the satisfaction level. Okay, friends, it was the principles of extension education, the basic principles of extension education. The one topic which I has not discussed earlier, which is so also important, that is objective of extension education. As I told you that main objective of extension education is all round, all over development of rural people. But how will you do that? We will do by the transfer of technology, we will do by the problem solve of the farmers, by the problem solve of the villagers, we will do by getting the feedback from the farmers and provide that feedback to the scientists, that scientists could be do it better. So friends, it was introduction to the extension education, and friends, that time there is very must needed for the growth of the extension, for the growth of the agriculture, that extension education must be everywhere, because there is a technological gap between farmers and scientists. Whatever scientists is recommending the technology and whatever farmers are adopting the technology, there is a very big gap, and it is called a technological gap. So there is a very important of extension education in agriculture. Thank you, friends. It was my lecture on introduction to extension education.